God Almighty, it's a lot going on, man. All my business out here. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm hoping there's a lot of people in here. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I'm trying not to be on CP time. I am notorious for CP time too. I guess it depends on what's important to you. Yeah, we here. We're going to get it started. We're going to wait for the people to get in here and everything. Oh, everybody doing all right. I really, really do. I would play some music in the background because I believe music is soothing. But I think YouTube going to have an issue if I play people's music. Somebody got to hit me with, with some music that I can use and not upset nobody. I got to go ahead and take this down. I'm in mad need of a haircut. I am. I'm going to see if we can get this taken care of tomorrow because it is a lot going on here and everything like that. Yeah, man, I'm going to wait because we got a lot to talk about. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We gonna see who's gonna check on in and everything like that. If you can't check in, let me know. Yeah. I'm gonna be low key petty. I shouldn't do this, but I'll be trying to see who all this. But I'll be trying to see who all this. But I'll be trying to see who all this. But I'll be trying to see who all this. But I'll be trying to see who all this. Ooh, that's a lot going on right there. Where we at? Yeah, I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. I got a lot to say. Hope y'all can get in. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. I will. Thank you, YouTube, for the notification. Create a poll, custom emojis. I don't really want to do custom emojis. End stream. Not gonna end stream. I told y'all I was gonna come here 7 o'clock today. And I meant that. It's a lot going on. No, I will say that now. There's a lot going on. I'm gonna turn this down. I'm gonna turn this speaker off. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, waiting. I don't want to leave nobody out. I don't want to be rude and get started before anybody get in. I definitely want to wait. I see I got 2 people in and everything like that. What's going on? What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? How y'all doing? Who down here? Who down here joining me? Who down here joining me? Mr. Smith, what's going on? What's going on, Mr. Smith? I'm glad you're here. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a wild week. It has been a wild week. It's a lot going on too, and I'm gonna try and keep this thing at a timely fashion because I know we have a lot going on this week. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. What's going on, D? What's going on? What's going on? I know Thanksgiving. Oh, y'all make sure y'all check D Real out. He's actually doing his show tomorrow, Vice Thursday. We all understood that Thanksgiving is going to be a day that we're going to spend with our family, friends, and loved ones and everything like that. So we bumping our shows up a day ahead of schedule to accommodate that particular holiday. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. But I don't want to start off with the T'Challa. What's going on, Mr. Johnson? Big Sam. I got to call him Big Sam. Big Sam. What's going on, Mr. Sam? How we doing? I don't want to start off with what we are accustomed to starting off with. I don't want to do that. I want to do something different. And I don't want to start off with the most divisive topic. I don't want to do that. I think that's too easy. Because when you tune into the channel, you expected me to say something about T'Challa. You expect me to say something like that. So I want to do something different. I want to start off with the least topic. LeBron James, did he deserve that suspension? Did LeBron James deserve the suspension? We're going to start off light before we get heavy. LeBron James backhanded somebody, and I didn't know his pimp hand was that strong, but what we thinking? Not going to do it. But yeah, did LeBron James deserve the 1-game suspension? What you saying, D? Did he deserve it? Did he have it coming? Did y'all see him? Did y'all see him hit the brother? They better stop running up on LeBron. But essentially, the NBA handed down their punishment today for the proceedings in which LeBron James got into a fight with a brother from the Detroit Pistons. And I can't say it was a fight. They were on the free throw line, jockeying for position. And you know, LeBron James ain't skinny. And I know he flop a lot, but he is a big boy. He do work out. He got some muscles on him. You know, I mean, did y'all see it? I'm gonna ask that question. I don't want to be rude. Did y'all see it? I do not want to be rude. Did y'all see the dude get backhanded? Well, if you didn't, I think so. I'm a fan of his, but I understand it. Yeah, you know, LeBron, he ain't even catch him with the elbow. Yeah, it was an accident. It was an accident. But did you see how the guy reacted though? I want to make sure I do the brother justice. I don't want to keep calling him guy. LB LeBron James fight. LeBron James fight. Isaiah Stewart. That's his name. Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart. I looked up the stats. You know, LeBron James got this dude by an inch and by at least like 10 pounds or something like that. I was like, but the whole everybody named mama had to restrain him. Like I'm like, bro, like, do you not like if you watch LeBron James and we've all watched LeBron James and got some stitches. We saw Scottie Pippen get some stitches. Segue. Y'all like that? Did y'all like that? What's going on, D-Real? Did y'all like that smooth transition? Scottie Pippen. Segue. Scottie need a hug. Can we all tweet Scottie tonight and let Scottie know where we feel like he at in the NBA pantheon? Because Scottie need a hug. I know Scottie, if you and I don't want to say, but Scottie, if you are watching the video, I know you got a book to sell. But as Keith Sweat used to say, come on. I ain't even gonna sing the song. Where my fellas at? Where my old schools at? What did Keith Sweat used to say? There's a right. Come on, where we at? There's a right and a wrong way, man. You can't do it like that, man. And then you acting like we don't know you was great back in the day. Bruh, stop that. And then you talking about which is worse, a flu or a bad bat. You carried Mike off the floor. Anybody tell you to grab Mike and act like you was his best friend, his homie lover? Wrong for that one. Anybody tell you to do all that, but you did it. Nice problem. Somebody, y'all tweet Scottie after tonight. Let that be his Thanksgiving present. I already tweeted him to let him know that if somebody asked me who I was picking, and I get it, people got their choice. Some people probably choose LeBron James, some people probably choose Larry Bird. I want Scottie Pippen. Matter of fact, when people ask me who my starting five, Scottie Pippen is at small forward. You ain't get no D. Come on, man. You know what? This ain't the first time I done heard that either, and it ain't just necessarily for me, but I've heard other YouTubers say that when the subscribers aren't getting notifications, and YouTube is adjusting stuff. And I know I speak about some stuff to piss people off. But D, stay with me though. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, Theo, you doing something today? Yeah, and if I say I'm gonna do it at 7, I'm doing it at 7. My wife went out of town and she actually left me the laptop so I can do this. And she thought about it more so than I did because I forgot to say, hey, leave the laptop. She gone, turn back around. Babe, ain't you got a lie today? Yes. You ain't said nothing to me. I'm about to leave with the laptop. Open up the door. Yeah. Love my wife. Love my wife. But yeah, y'all holler at Scottie Pippen. Because I don't really, brothers against brothers, I don't want to do that too much and everything. Like, it's the holiday, you know what I'm saying? Scottie needs to stop this mess. I don't, y'all holler at Scottie on his behalf, not on anybody else's behalf. Y'all go talk to Scottie for Scottie. Tweet Scottie, let him know he's our guy. Because we know beyond a shadow of a doubt, the Bulls not winning 6 rings. They're not even getting that first one without Scottie Pippen. Because we saw what Magic Johnson did to Michael Jordan in game 1. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I want to keep it moving right along. Like I said, I don't want to keep us too long today. I know we got some stuff going in, probably got family members flying in and everything like that. And I don't want to spend too much time on the let me see what you got. Pippen is mad at Jordan for the last stand. He need to get over himself. Scottie Pippen ain't broke. Scottie Pippen is mad with more money in his pocket than we got. He ain't got Michael Jordan money, but neither do I. Like, watch this. Scottie Pippen complaining about Michael Jordan to me, and I could be wrong. Some people might get offended. I apologize in advance. Scottie Pippen complaining to me about his lack of success is like Lizzo complaining to me about body shaming. I definitely put Scottie in any star 5 line. Yeah, you got to have that. You, the best wing defender in history. Damn what anybody else got to say. Scottie Pippen. I need that. I'm shutting down threes. I'm shutting down penetration. That didn't sound right. That didn't sound right at all. I'm sorry. That didn't sound right. That didn't sound right when I said it. I'm keeping you from getting into the lane. That's that sound better. I need that. And then, like I said, have we seen anybody since Scottie Pippen did it perfect, attempt, hit that corner 3-point shot, that bank 3-point shot? Who else in the hell could do that? Scottie would line his ass up, and I don't even know, like Scottie, you know, everybody else would just line up in front of the net. You had a whole ass angle, and that's your shot. Okay, it worked for me, But yeah, y'all tweak Scottie Pippen. He real easy to find at Twitter and everything like that. Man, let him know we love him. We're not gonna buy his book with all that foolishness in it. We're not gonna do that. But if Nike would do some shoes for him, the shoes that had air on the side of them, everything like that, there's some nice looking shoes. We'll buy them. He basically played every position. He did. Had Tony Kukoc scared as hell. Scottie Pippen was the dude that was guarding all 5 positions before we said there was somebody able to guard all 5 positions. The only other person we seen dunk on Patrick Ewing and make him look stupid, aside from Michael Jordan, is Scottie Pippen. Like, I don't know what else you need at this point in time. I rocks with you, Scottie. I rocks with you, bro. Damn, bro. And then watch this. Y'all help me out, because I know a lot, but I don't know everything. When Madonna had her choice out of Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and Dennis Rodman, did she choose Scottie Pippen? Didn't Scottie Pippen smash Madonna? Yeah, not Madonna, Lord have mercy. Madonna, ain't that? What is he complaining about? Do you know how many dudes want this? And Michael Jordan was hot because he used to getting every damn thing. He's the perpetual wingman. The wingman ain't getting Madonna. That ain't the wing. Scottie Pippen better not ever tell nobody he the damn wingman and he got Madonna. That's like telling Jermaine Dupri. That's like Jermaine Dupri telling somebody he too short to get him a bad one, and we know he been with Janet Jackson. What you mean you too short to get you a bad one? You was just with. Boy, stop that foolishness. Stop that foolishness. Anyway, I ain't gonna stay on that too long, man. I'm not, because it is funny when you think about what he mad about. Because what his bank account look like. D, you know who Madonna didn't run through? She didn't run through me and you. I was old enough. So we're not finna say everybody. We're not finna do that. No, we're not finna do that. She listen. No, you ain't run through everybody. No, it wasn't everybody. There might have been quite a few people, but it wasn't none of us. So I ain't finna do that. And then I ain't finna judge her for that either. But she had a choice. Who she wanted. She could have had to go the worm of Pippen. She chose Pippen. What is he mad about? He wasn't a celebrity Dennis Rodman was doing all the wrestling and stuff like that. He wasn't known as the world's greatest basketball player. If she had access, she would have ran through us too. You know what, D? You know what? Maybe this me just being a little too humble. I don't know if I'd showed up on her radar. You got more faith in us than I do, bro. Good God Almighty. He said she'd have came and got. I'd have been surprised. I'm like, oh, Madonna? Damn. Matter of fact, y'all help me out. I want to do a skit. And y'all tell me if y'all think this funny. I'm just going to, I rocks with y'all. Y'all rocks with me. And y'all constructive criticism. If you know me, grow me, sharing is caring. So I was going to do this skit. And I thought it was funny because you know how females talk about, hot girl, some and everything like that. And I was going to have a skit where a female say, babe, I'm tired of waiting on you to give me some head. And I was going like, girl, hold on. You ain't said nothing but a damn thing. You think it's a game. Hold on. Wait just 1 second. I thought that was going to be funny. I thought that was funny because they do the videos when the girls be, okay. I'm going to move right along. So let's talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. I did a video today on Kyle Rittenhouse. I know a lot of us felt various ways for various reasons, but I looked at it from this kid, regardless of how we feel about his actions and everything like that. This is still a kid who, by and large, was put in a harmful situation by an adult, parent. Whether we feel like Kyle Rittenhouse was justified in what he did or whether he wasn't justified in what he did, why was he even in that situation? And why are we not, as people, forget ethnicities and everything like that, parents? Because as parents, we all love our children. I would like to think that we all love our children, and we would never want our children to be in a harmful situation. Symptom of a larger problem. What about his mama? Exactly. Like, I'm like this. Even if you don't like a specific ethnic group, are you really going to put your child in a situation where they could be harmed by that ethnic group or its supporters? Like, this would be me. I got to have a conversation with those who feel like he was right in what he did. Like, you not looking at his mama, because my thing is, Kyle didn't have to come home that day. What conversation are we having then? This is a child that would have lost their life for no reason. And we not talking about that. We act like, oh, that was a given. No, that wasn't a given. And as I said to somebody today, I'm still concerned about Kyle Rittenhouse. And I will tell you why. Y'all might not like this when I say it, but hey. The only time we go after somebody that killed us, people that look like us, is when it was one of us. When somebody kills somebody that looks like Kyle Rittenhouse, they go get the person that look like that. They go see about that. Like, that's, here we go. Fred Goldman, O.J. Simpson, Ron Goldman. Tell me why I just lied. Facts, and clearly he has no military training yet wielding a military grade weapon. Nobody has an issue with that. Like, that is my biggest thing. Like, he could be dead. He could be. And we're not talking about that enough because we've allowed ourselves to be split down. Racial divide, political divide, religious divide, gender divide. It's like, no. This is a kid. We should all be on the same mindset when it comes to being concerned about our kids, regardless of what. Let me see. John Dillinger, there's a black 16-year-old girl walking in the BLM protest and she is carrying an AR-15. Her dad is with her. Bro, ain't no way. I can't sign off on that. Because while he's doing that, John, and AR-15 is not a military grade. John, I don't care. Here's where I'm at with it. If she uses it for whatever reason, she's got to carry that with her for the rest of her life, not her father. Military training trains you to go to sleep at night with the fact that you done took somebody's life. That whole piece, she ain't been trained to do that. Now, the gun being there, what does her dad do if she gets shot and killed? You're going to have it's one conversation to have when you were there, your daughter was there, and neither one of you had a weapon. There's a different conversation, whether it's right or wrong, that's going to be had. You there, your daughter there, y'all both got weapons. Because the same question that we asked about Kyle Rittenhouse, why were you there with a weapon? Somebody turned around and asked that same question. Now, why that question wasn't relevant when we asked it, or at least they made us feel like it wasn't relevant, don't mean they're not going to make it relevant then. A civilian version of a military weapon, though. Yeah, I get it. Who cares? Our kids getting shot in Walmart with Nerf guns with bright colors on it. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So, regardless, any BLM rally, I know it to be peaceful, right? But we know there are some people that want it to be something different. I have daughters, 4. I've been military trained. I'm pretty sure I could do a fair job at teaching my daughters. But as a matter of fact, my oldest is in the Army National Guard, so she knows what to do with it. But if I bring her to this situation, this potentially hostile situation, and she's armed, watch this. This me. Ain't nobody ever took a gun nowhere and they weren't prepared to use it. Ain't nobody ever took a gun with them and they were not prepared to use it. The guy that got John Crawford killed in Walmart was the guy who called 911. He said he was pointing the gun at people. And that's until we do something different, and that's a whole different conversation, and that's a difficult conversation to be had, because to me, that takes us not acknowledging one thing and not acknowledging something else, i.e. knowing what our true identity is, whatever that identity is. It ain't a color. When we can figure out what our identity is, we can draw strength from that identity. Whatever that identity is, it's not for me to say what one is. But as I said to somebody else, I was talking to my man Jason Dupree today, and y'all gonna laugh when I say this. Mr. Smith, you'll love this one. We get told about God in America. But now I've read the Bible, and there's some things you're just not supposed to do. But at the University of Notre Dame, they have Touchdown Jesus. Who they worshiping as their mascot, though? Who they worshiping as their mascot? You think it's a game? Okay, let's go. I'll take you to the professional basketball team. They identify as God-fearing Christians. But that Irish pride, some might say, some might argue that that logo is a pagan symbol. The Boston Celtics. Yeah, God, but they got something else they're attaching their belief system to. Like I said, that's a whole different video and everything like that. At the end of the day, where we at? Because I don't want to be rude. A civilian version, John. Come on, Deuteronomy all day. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. It's levels to this, but you got to be willing to see it. And it's like I was telling my man Gab. Y'all make sure y'all check out Gab, Machiavelli Media, and everything like that. If you love Tupac, my dog gets it going on over there. with Tupac information and everything like that. Also, he does have Gab Hip Hop Comedy Shop, and y'all got to be real on here and everything like that. Edutainment is his thing, and if you're looking to get educated on superheroes and all things superhero, y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's gonna have a live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so y'all make sure y'all check him out. But it's levels to it. I love my children too much I don't want my children to pass away, period. I don't want to accidentally or purposely have anything to do with my children leaving the earth before I do. And when you taking your child into a potentially hostile situation and they are armed, well, yeah, Dad, you old enough, Dad, you experienced it. But it's suppose somebody jump at her and say, "Boo!" What you say, Kevin? That guy drove through a parade days after the Rittenhouse verdict. If y'all support, that's on you. I'm not supporting violence, point blank, period. As I said earlier, as Keith Sweat said, there's a right and a wrong way. There's a right and a wrong. There's a right and a wrong way. You mad about the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict? Okay, bro, there's a right thing to do. I don't think you driving through the parade affected Kyle Rittenhouse, his mama, in any shape, form, or fashion. So what was this for? So I look at it from a parental standpoint, not for, not against. I'm looking at a child whose life was in danger, and we don't talk about that anywhere near enough. We come down and we want to talk about supporting whether he got off or whether he should have went to jail. That ain't where I'm at. I'm at his life was just as in much jeopardy as the two men who confronted him. My thing is, why is he there? Clearly, his mom doesn't agree with it. She's an adult. She's a grown-ass woman. If you're going to bring your child, stand on the sidelines. But you didn't even do that. You allowed your child to mingle, and not just mingle with a weapon. It could have been a different way. And we would be having a different conversation. And that's where I'm at with it. I've been to Kenosha and Waukesha hundreds of times. Hey, like I said, my thing, he's a kid. He got to carry that for the rest of his life. Everybody that's saying he did the right thing, if you ain't murdered nobody, you ain't living with that. That ain't on your spirit. It's on his. He a kid. It ain't on his mama. She good. He a kid. Now watch this. We grown. We know how this go. As I alluded to earlier, it's different when one of us get it. Because when one of us get it, nobody comes to see about who did it except for us. And the murder only matters when it's one of us that did it. That's just historical content. My concern for him is that, historically speaking, it don't sit well with a Caucasian person who has lost a loved one for no reason. It don't sit on their spirit well. Historically speaking, they go do something about that. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So he needs help. He's gonna need psychological help because he ain't processed this at all. They're gonna have to help him deal with this. Yeah, it could have been him dead. I wouldn't let my kid go there, but we can't rewind the clock. No. It's not a matter of rewinding the clock. To me, when I speak on Kyle Rittenhouse, I'm gonna tell you why I do that, Kevin. I speak on from a point of view of get out your racial feelings. Get out your religious feelings. Get out your political feelings. Because regardless of religion, race, politics, we got children. So it's not a matter of I'm trying to rewind the clock. I'm really trying to do something as far as saying, despite all this BS that we got going on, there's a lot of similarities between us, starting with our children. It should start with the love and concern, compassion that we have for our children. On that, all of us should have a common bond. So it's not a matter of me rewinding the clock to place blame or find fault. It's a matter of me looking at this and saying, hey, press pause for a second. That was a child. And we as parents should all be able to relate to, regardless, that part. So it just depends. If it's a black dude who dresses and acts like a white dude and he gets the same privileges, ask O.J. Simpson. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But I remember when everybody just knew OJ had killed them. And I remember people who were OJ's best friends. And one of the dudes was a dude who played Chris Tucker's, the Money Talks. Chris Tucker was in the movie with Charlie Sheen or whatever. The dude that was supposed to be Italian and everything like that. That dude actually said, O.J. Simpson, I hope you die. And that was OJ's dog. OJ didn't get the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, he thought he was. He didn't get the benefit of the doubt. He still don't get the benefit of the doubt. And he don't, watch this. If he wasn't one of us, and when I say one of us, not that I'm claiming him, but if he didn't think he was one of us prior to that trial, he know now. And watch this. Me, I'm like this. Hey, bro, we wasn't good enough for you then, son. But like I said, I want to stay in the moment because, like I said, when I was talking about Kyle Rittenhouse, it wasn't a matter of black versus white. It wasn't that. It was really despite all that. Despite racial issues, we all got kids. We all got kids. Because watch this. Ooh. Y'all saw the video I did earlier today. Watch this, Kevin. This is a whole different conversation. If Kyle Rittenhouse is named Tyrone Jacobs. If Kyle Rittenhouse is named Tyrone Jacobs, I already know how that story goes. We all know how that story gonna go. We all know. So then the question I have to ask, if Kyle Rittenhouse can justifiably do what he did, and this, like I said, this is a whole different conversation. And I'm not even sure this is the platform because Gab here and everything like that, Gab will tell you exactly how I get down. But the question then comes, what's the difference if Kyle Rittenhouse does it and Tyrone Jacobs does it? Same way, same terms. What's the difference? What's the difference between Trayvon Martin and Robert James? I'm going to call a spade a spade. I'm going to tell the truth to shame the devil. I know for a fact that couldn't have been no black child walking around no white nationalist rally with an AR-17, pop two of them, kill one of them. We all know what that was going to be. Nobody that hears me say this can say I'm wrong. We already know what that was going to be. Why do you think has a better chance of getting acquitted if they were in the same situation as Rittenhouse? Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad and Steve Urkel from Family Matters. Kevin, you asking me a question that you got to ask me offline. I really want to say, the best way I can say it is like this. That Michael Jai White movie, not Undercover Brother, but dang, what was the movie he was in when he played the dude from back in the day? You know, the dude that kicking butt and everything. Dang. The best I can say to you is, Kevin, is, as I told Gab today, without knowing my life story, life has never given me any excuses for why I can't do certain things. Yeah, Black Dynamite. There's a scene in Black Dynamite where there's a younger brother talking to Black Dynamite, questioning his, and I'm not saying that you question me, but Black Dynamite told him, bop, 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 bop. I'm that dude that people need to call when they ready to bust a move. Right now, I don't feel people ready to bust a move, so we getting these videos. Because every question that you going to ask me could be solved with a move, but we're not going to bust no move unless me and you do it. See, Kevin, if I come pop you, you're going to come see about me. You gonna come see about me. Your family gonna come see about me. That's what that is. That's how we get down in the black community. If D. Steezel come pop me, my family gonna see about D. Steezel. But if we pop if Kyle Rittenhouse pop one of us, ain't nobody going to go see Kyle Rittenhouse. None of us, even though we would ride out on us for seeing about us, ain't none of us gonna ride out on nobody that look like Kyle Rittenhouse for doing stuff to us. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. But I don't want to stay on that. I don't want to stay on that because, like I said, there's a solution for that in and of itself. There's a solution for that in and of itself. But like I said, I'm not the one to keep having the conversation that my grandparents was having. And I've grown past the conversation stage. I am now in the Action Jackson stage. But I understand it takes a nation. And until we move like a nation, we're going to get these videos. Speaking of nation, segue, Wakanda. Just look what's going down in Memphis. Here, you know where I'm at with the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing, young Dolph. Y'all heard me say young Dolph. That's where I'm at with the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing, young Dolph. No, I'm not saying young Dolph is responsible for how I feel. I'm saying one of the reasons why I feel the way I feel is situations like young Dolph. Because Kyle Rittenhouse did not shoot young Dolph. Kyle Rittenhouse didn't murder Nipsey Hussle. And watch this. What happened shortly after Nipsey Hussle was murdered? Somebody went to go see about who did that to Nipsey Hussle. When somebody that don't look like us do something to us, what do we do? See, Kevin, Gab will tell you. And like I said, this is a conversation me and you would have to have. You say white. I don't see no white people. I see some Irish Americans. I see some Jewish Americans. I see some Italian Americans. I see some German Americans. I see some Australian Americans. I see some French Americans. That whole white thing, no, because I know what they say behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, which is what I alluded to when I was speaking about the Boston Celtics. They know who they are. Yeah, white, but watch this. They white, but ain't we got Brigham Young and Notre Dame? Those two religious schools. They ain't practicing the same religion. Know why? Because they know who they are at the end of the day. They break down when it matters. They gonna tell you they white all day long until it benefits them. I don't identify with the color, brother. I'm sorry. I don't. I reject that. And since I know my ancestry all the way back to the slave trade, and they all trying to survive this together, just like black and brown people are trying to survive. Survive what? Survive what? I can't speak for nobody else, but I've never lacked for a woman. Survive what? And I'm not messing with no woman that ain't a sister. Survive what? I've had job, food, survive what? Survive an easy life in a rich county. I'm not trying to be funny, but more often than not, they kind of got it made. Survive what? That's like Scottie Pippen complaining about something. Survive what? Your credit score is immaculate. Survive what? The court system's in your favor. Survive what? What you nervous about? Because ain't nobody riding down on y'all. Survive what? You ain't in no war zone. The war that's coming because everyone on social media is trying to divide us. That ain't me. I don't, people need to stop rocking with that and rock with that love. People need to stop worrying about DIVIDE and start rocking with that UNITY. UNITY, Queen Latifah song. But yeah, so survive. See, for somebody to tell me they got it bad, they got to tell me what's going on first. Like you can't. Well, we worried about the black. You worried about the black man taking what? You. It's some brothers that don't like y'all, not gonna talk to y'all, not gonna associate with y'all, not gonna try and integrate with y'all, not gonna fellowship with y'all. You worried about what? You. The trolls are getting people hyped up to kill. Well, see, Kevin, I like that. I'm gonna say this, and I don't even know if it can be appreciated. I'm the baddest troll on the planet. Ain't no troll bigger than me. That's my mindset. Ain't no monster bigger than me. I'm it. As somebody said, I don't fear nobody but God. So when it comes to these trolls ain't got no more power than I do. As a matter of fact, these trolls ain't got no more power than you do. And if these trolls are saying that this is what they doing, and you know that that's what they doing, well, Kevin, me and you rocking with each other right now. You got a social media platform. Let's go ahead and call them out. UNITY. If we see it, call that out. Trolls, see, that's the thing. It's the mindset. And that's why I say I don't answer the black. If you say you black, to me, my opinion, to a degree, you already succumbing to the fact that you're a second-class citizen. I am not a second-class citizen. There is no continent on this globe called black. My ancestors wasn't called black. So no, I'm not answering to that because I know there's strength that comes from knowing who I am. And I draw that strength very, very well. I'm good with that strength. That strength has seen me through a lot. A lot. So, I love troll. Yeah, I love it. Because, see, you can't talk to me, and not you, Kevin. A troll can't talk to me if they're not talking with sense. Because, see, a wise man is only going to talk to a fool for so long. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. But anyway, I want to spin it forward, though, because we could really talk about Kyle Rittenhouse, but just understand that there is a solution to racism. But people have to be on board in executing that solution. And nobody really wants to do that now. So, and really, they don't even want to talk about racism. They just want to complain about racism. And I'm not the one to keep complaining about something. Nah. We either going to do something about it or we're going to stop talking about it. I'm not going to keep talking about it. And I was telling somebody today, and I love this brother a lot. But when you say trolls and you talk about anger and just stirring the hornet's nest, I love DL Hughley to death. DL is one of the funniest brothers that I know, one of the wisest brothers I know, and everything like that. Passionate. He loves his brothers and sisters like that. But I really want us to get past the point of we telling each other to be angry. I don't want to keep telling my brothers and sisters to be angry about racism. I want you to be active about racism. There is a difference. What did I think of the verdict? I told Gab, Super Kill, I said, I really want to say I was detached because I already had a feeling how it was going to go. I did. And this is me. And I apologize. I'm just going to say it like this. And I don't even like thinking like this because I get emotional. I got children. I got girls. You can't take their life and me not get some type of retribution. I don't care about the court system because I know what the court system is. I'm 53 years old. I done seen how this play out too many times. I know the content and character of the children I helped bring into this world. You can't take their life like that. Black, white, or Jew, Gentile. I don't give you permission to do that, and you think you gon'. That's what you think. So when you ask me how I feel about the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict, I look at it like this. Don't get me wrong. I understand everything that we've said, and it is what it is at the end of the day. He felt entitled. Do I think he was justified in defending his own life, super kill? You asking me the wrong question. I don't think he should have been there. I don't think he should have been there. He's 18 years old. If he wanted to use a gun, his mama should have walked his ass down to the local recruiting office. He's not combat trained. He don't know what to do in a hostile situation. We talking about being justified. Neither you nor I was there, but why was he? And that was what I was talking about with Kevin. Why did she put her child in that situation in the first place? He didn't have to come home. Should the rioters have been there? Rioters. I like that terminology. Rioters. Great question. Rioters of BLM. Rioters. I want to ask you this question because I kind of see where we're going with this one. Let me ask you a question, Super Kill. What's the right way to protest? His mom said she didn't know. She drove him across straight lines. Missed me with that one. He sat in the passenger side of the damn truck. And if she didn't know, that makes it even damn worse. You drove your son across state lines to the BLM rally? Right. Anyway, so here we go. What's the right way for a person of color to protest? What would you call people? I didn't ask you that. I asked you a question. And if you're going to ask, because I've answered a lot of your questions, this is a healthy back and forth. How should a person of color protest? Write to your congressman. Oh, see, thank you for revealing yourself. You showed me who you are. That's the thing. People like you come on and say what you can't do, but you never have a solution. You can't tell a black person how to protest because you don't know the way. Because we've seen people sit down at lunch counters, right? What happened, Super Kill? You got all the answers. Stand quietly. Okay. What happened to the brothers and sisters that stood quietly on the sidewalk during the 60s? Super Kill. You're intelligent. Come on, Super Kill. Let's not do this. Healthy go back and forth. This ranting that you're doing, you don't get to hijack my platform, brother. I will put you on mute if you don't want to go back and forth. Answer the question. What happened to the brothers and sisters that protested, standing on the sidewalk, sitting on the sidewalk, back during the civil rights movement? Can you tell me what happened to those brothers and sisters and the white people that sat there and stood there with them? Tell me. Tell me what happened. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait. No. See, this is what you get when you say somebody can't protest, because I'm asking a question how to protest peacefully, and you can't tell me how to protest. What you can do is be a smart ass. That's what you can do. You can be negative. You can say what we can't do all day, but you have no solution. No, my brother, offer up a solution. If you have no solution, be quiet. Do you have a solution? Yes or no? Do you have a right way for black folks to protest? Because every way I've seen black folks protest, you've seen what has happened. So unless you have a way for black folks to protest without you getting offended, bro, be quiet. You part of the problem. You said he had a right to be. You know what? A child can smoke too, right? That don't mean they should. A child can listen to rap lyrics with profane language, right? Don't mean they should. What you're doing right now is you're exposing yourself. So we're going to move forward because we didn't spend way too much time on Kyle Rittenhouse. Now we finna shift the content to talking about getting recast Black Panther, getting T'Challa recast. Thank you. We could talk about this. I can do a video on this. You can hit me in my inbox. We can address this some other time. But on my live, I have a schedule, and I like to keep my schedule super kill. So if you want to do a video about Kyle Rittenhouse and invite me as a guest, I can do that over there. But over here, we're on a schedule. We weren't going to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse that time because it's about the child. Trayvon Martin was a child. Because I'm pretty sure your take on Trayvon Martin is nowhere near as forgiving and understanding as your take on Kyle Rittenhouse. So let's move right along. Let's move right along to talking about getting T'Challa recast. That's where we've been at for the longest time. A lot has come out. We know the decision only took minutes. We know right after that, December 10th, we know, what was it? We know Derek Bozeman had his statement on December 8th. We know Kevin Feige came out and made his statement on December 10th. We know we got a media whirlwind about people not. There's some trolls in it. There's some trolls in this house. There's some trolls in this house. When you see them, point them out. When you, what's that? Oh Lord, be real with D-Real. So yeah. So we have been talking about this whole get recast T'Challa thing for quite some time, and there's been a lot that has come to light since then. And I'm seeing it now where, you know, more people are starting to cast. I think there's a thing out right now talking about no T'Challa, no ticket. And I know myself, D-Real, Trey Michael, I know Sinclair the Wolf, and my man Gabo, we're talking about doing some jointed podcasts, some jointed lives, so we can shed light on this. But I did a video with you guys on Saturday, shared a video with you guys, I think Saturday or Sunday, in which I gave you some insight, some behind the scene look at some of the motivations for the people who don't want T'Challa recast. What has been some of the strangest, oddest reasons that you've come across, aside from the I don't because Chadwick. Beside from that, what are some of the oddest reasons you got? Don't forget back of the bus too. Yeah, back of the bus. Back of the bus, absolutely. And as I said before, those guys reached out to me and everything like that. So hopefully we'll be doing something in the future. I definitely want all of us to come together and talk about this, because there is so much misinformation. And the reason why I'm suggesting that we all come together is because one YouTuber mentioned it. He wanted to go on New Rock Stars. Of course, New Rock Stars, you know, the thing is that media giants, united voices are louder voices. That's what we say, right? Well, the way I'm thinking to draw attention to this is if we all come together and talk about it and share that light, make that light brighter. Because I got one light that's shining on me right now. But if we all come together and we each bring a light, that's a lot of light. I've been ready. If you want, we can do a live together. Just let me know when. Recast T'Challa, don't kill our car. Yes, Rashad, absolutely. Don't forget. And then this, watch this. Why are we not enamored with T'Challa as much as we are enamored with Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent? Like, that's the thing that killed me. I'm like, man, like this show, aside from Blade, and they ain't really push Blade as a superhero. He pushed him as a vampire hunter. And then I heard somebody say Sam Wilson, the first black superhero. Sam Wilson is the first black superhero that they gave you in the MCU, which would make you have to question, why did they not give you the first black superhero, period? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. You know, even watch this. Here we go. Super Kill. I wish we had his passion about our stuff. I wish we had his passion about our stuff. We don't have it. I wish. I'm like, bro, I'm low-key jealous of your damn passion. You gonna stand it, you gonna go hard in the paint regardless. I wish we had that. That bro, Super Kill, no, I'm dead ass. That bro, dead ass. I'm gonna tell you like this. I tell people all the time, we can agree to disagree all the time and everything like that. But if I rock with you, I rock with you. You gonna say some stuff that's funny to me, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna say some stuff that's funny to you. I wish they would never suggest. Listen, we set up here, fellas. and I'm pretty sure some young ladies on here, we didn't talk this up, we didn't chop this up, we didn't laugh about this and everything like this. We didn't see, I don't know, I still remember George Reeves. They recast Superman. Nobody give a damn. Nobody ever suggested we not recasting Superman because George Reeves is gone. Okay. God bless him. You know, we're going to recast Clark Kent. The dumbest is that the actor died. You can't tie a character to an actor. That is stupid. That's like saying that the actor should die if the character does. Dumb. But watch this. Right, Mr. Smith. New rock stars. They cool with the Joker being recast. Grace from Grace from Beyond the Trailer. Damn it. They fine with it. Like, I'll be like, James Bond, Sean Connery was my James Bond. That's my guy. I like Daniel Craig, but Sean Connery is my guy. Ain't give two damn. Cast that damn character. I want my grandchildren to be able to see T'Challa live action. Is that too much to ask for? Super Kill, I felt very bad. And bro, let me tell you something, Super Kill. There is nothing wrong with that. Let me tell you something. I understand that when it comes to certain issues, I'm prepared to be okay with disagreeing with somebody. That don't mean I gotta dislike them or anything like that. Because watch this. We could disagree on this particular subject and agree on 1,000 more. I'm not gonna get caught up on the one subject we don't agree on. Because I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, me and you both parents, me and you both like, man, I'm not taking my child to that situation. Fuck all that. I'm sorry, Dan, can I say that? You know, we're just not doing it. So me for mine, I'm like, man, love. My brother Gab told me today. That's him right there, Machiavelli Media. We talk damn near every day, if not every other day. He told me today he loved me. And it means a lot to me. And I told him, I said, bro, I love you back. I said, because he knows my story. And if you don't know my story, what I will say to you is just this. I don't want to talk about my story because I get emotional. I don't have daddy issues, even though my father was not in my life. I have abandonment issues. Yeah, it's not productive to argue too much. And that's be one of them things where it's like, I've learned that two men by themselves can make more headway in having a conversation with a subject they may disagree on than if everybody's involved. So that's part of maturity, man. I sit here and positivity is my thing, and positivity has done a lot for me since my dark period. And I'm gonna stay on that. I'm gonna hold to that. What's going on, Big Trey? The actor from Spartacus, he was dying from cancer, and they recast him, and he was leaving the show. Yeah, watch this. The latest one. Jeremy Renner said, "Hey man, I'm finna go spend time with my daughter. Y'all don't like it? The hell with that. Recast me. Hold on, wait, Jeremy. Oh, whoa. Yeah, Super Kill, the power of positive thinking, bro. I'm like this. I'm pretty sure I have more in common with the everyday man than what I don't have in common with him. And I just rather hang my hat on what we all got in common as opposed to the finite things we don't have in common. But Jeremy Renner said, "Hey man, I got a daughter." And I'm like, bro, that's respect right there. You got a bro, man. Damn all that, I'm finna go be with my child. Marvel was like, wait. Time out, boss. Hold on. Take his money. We're gonna work around your schedule. Letitia Wright. They shut down the whole filming process while she recuperates. Now watch this. This is where, if you know Black Panther, if you know the history of Wakanda, and this is why I'm looking at Nate more like, man, stop telling people you're a fan of T'Challa. Same thing with Ryan Coogler. The Doom War storyline would have worked for this movie. They all they had to do, because Namor was part of the Doom War storyline anyway. All they had to do was, you don't want to use Dr. Doom? Use Namor. It's right there. Like, I kid you not. That is the most frustrating thing to me, to know that there's a comic book showing T'Challa getting effed up, where he got bandages all over his damn body. There's literally a comic book that has that. There's literally a comic book that has that. And what does Ryan do? He want to go. This the same dude that introduced Pedro Serrano Voodoo Doll as T'Chaka's brother. This the same damn dude. You ain't reading no damn book. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. Where we at? They could have recast Jeremy. Yeah, they could have. Didn't want to. She might not come back. I don't think she is. Yeah, they could have. He gets zero respect. Yeah, the Russo brothers, like he wasn't even really prominently featured in the first Avengers movie. So much so to the point where people like, hey man, y'all did Hawkeye dirty. We know. We gonna make. Matter of fact, what was it? People was mad about that. They had to give this dude some more meat and potatoes to do for Age of Ultron. Even the actor wasn't happy with how he was portrayed in the first Avengers movie. Hey man, hey, we got you. Don't worry about it. We got you. We go straight. We gonna take care. Hey, man, listen. Recast T'Challa or boycott Black Panther 2. All that T'Challa no ticket, you ain't getting that nowhere. Yeah, no one would notice. I mean, we watch this Super Kill. If nobody gave a damn about the height difference, skin tone difference between Terrence Howard and Don Cheadle, if no one gave a damn about that, no one, we'd be like, okay, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's like, it's like with everything that we know in 2021, we know that they still got him in the video game, and he wasn't in the video game, Avengers video game, when it first released. They wasn't making no money. Introduced Black Panther. No one cared, and that was big. I mean, watch this. When you say no one cares, that's, how can I put it? That's a matter of perspective. Did you care enough to notice? You see what I'm saying? Like, if you cared enough to notice, that was you different person. Different person. Brian in the Crow franchise. Yep, Crow, the 90s. Brandon Lee passed away. And the 3+ sequel films after failed because they didn't recast the role of Eric Driver till the TV series, and it got award nomination. Marvel needs to go ahead and start recasting in general. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you notice. So if I don't want to say, because I don't want to say if you care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say that, because it's like, if you cared enough to notice, then it's just a matter of on what level after that. And if you cared enough to say, man, damn, they replaced Terrence Howard. Maybe you cared enough to find out why they replaced Terrence Howard. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of, you know, how can I put it? I can't think of the word right now, but it's levels to how you could feel when you notice. Like, why did I notice? What, and to what level did I notice? Like, did I notice to the point where I'm mad? Did I notice to the point where they recast the character and let me find out why they recast the character? And now let me see if I'm on the dude who didn't get recast side type of caring, or do I care enough to be on the dude side who get concerned, who did get recast? Do I care enough to be upset that Terrence Howard said that Robert Downey Jr. owe him some money? Or do I care enough, you know, to be like, nah, man, you shouldn't have asked for more money? It's levels to it. But the only thing I can say is I cared enough to notice. I just cared enough to notice. And that's the thing. They're just actors, though. And that Super Kill, that is it. And I did a video. Acting is a job. It's a profession. And they replace people at jobs all day. Now, yeah. Hold on, fellas. This is my wife. Hold on. Hey, babe. You okay?
Yeah, did they drop the check off?
They did. Now, you got to be careful. You on live. You on YouTube live. So you got to tell the people that's rocking with me, hello.
Howdy.
No, you got to say it with some. Say it with. Say it. Come on, baby. You love YouTube live. Say it now.
Hey.
There she go. There she go. That's my beautiful wife. She's on the road and everything like that. But yes, he did bring it by. I got it sitting right here on the dresser.
Okay.
All right.
I actually need you to do me a favor, but I text it to you.
Okay. All right, baby. I love you.
I love you more.
All right. Bye-bye. Again, recasting matters. Right. If you don't recast, it simply means Nate Moore, Ryan Coogler didn't care and doesn't matter to them. And you know what? You say that, and here's the thing with that. That's a mouthful, because in his statement, and I love it when people get comfortable, he said that decision was a matter of minutes, and he never considered recasting the role. They just knew they had to move the franchise forward. That contradicts everything Kevin Feige, Grace Randolph, Vox from New Rockstar. That contradicts Anthony Mackie, Ryan Coogler. That statement, that interview contradicted everything they said about being concerned, out of respect, and care, admiration. He never considered it. Where we at? I'm wondering if Captain cut the check. Mackie and Bucky scenes are already shot. It's possible. If y'all rocking with me, so I'm gonna tell you what my mindset is. My mindset is this, and just it's been my mindset since Gab hollered at me. When I started doing the videos about recasting T'Challa early January, late December, and everything like that, it was because I knew the significance, the importance of the role. And when Kevin Feige came out on December 10th and he made his statement that they wasn't going to cast the role, I said to myself, hell no. I can't let that happen. I said, and this was before I knew about anybody else and everything like that. I just said to myself, I can't let that happen. That character is too important. And when Gab reached out to me and everything like that, I was talking to Gab, January and everything like that, I said, Gab, this movie ain't coming out. Now, when I went through my dark phase, I stopped relying on man, and I put my faith in a higher power. And that higher power saw me through my dark days, brought me to where I'm at right now. Is the reason why I'm able to sit in front of y'all today and have these conversations. And I'm blessed to have y'all. I'm blessed to be in y'all presence. That's honestly how I feel about it. I even got an older guy mentor now, Mr. Ray Smith. God works in mysterious ways. But I said to Gab then, this movie won't come out if T'Challa's not in it. Now, I said that with conviction, and I said that with my heart. And I can't tell you why I believed it, but with all my heart, I knew, come hell or high water, this movie was not going to come out without T'Challa in it. Nobody prior to January saw the complications that were going to go forward with this movie. This movie was supposed to start filming in July. Hell, the comic book was supposed to come out in July. The comic book is coming out tomorrow. I got to make sure I get the copy if it hasn't already come out. But this movie has faced trials and tribulations like none other. Be real, right? Could also go rewrites. I'm one of them kept exactly. They got Zitch. I still can't get with how in Endgame they gave Chadwick Boseman one line aside from the war chant. And just when we thought Black Panther might get a couple of licks in on Thanos, here comes yes. But so they have to recast him then? If they can recast Clark Kent, if they can recast Bruce Wayne, because watch this, there's been more than one Superman. It's been more than one person wearing that crest. I'm sorry. It's been more than one person wearing the House of L crest on their chest. It's been more than one. It's been more than one Batman. It's been more than one person that has worn the mantle of the Bat. Same thing with the mantle of Black Panther. And watch this, Super Kill. They're not even telling you how the mantle gets passed right. I'm not sure if you know the history, but They lied in the damn Black Panther movie. Black Panther fans, we just didn't say nothing. We was like this. I don't think they should, though. Okay, let me ask you this, Super Kill. Questions. What do you know of Black Panther? The history, the legacy of it? Because that's fair. I don't mind you, but the Black Panther has been many people. It hasn't. When you say many people, you talking about before T'Challa? Because if you're talking before T'Challa, you're right. But now, do you know how that mantle got passed down? But the Black Panther has been many people. You're right. Nah, the Infinity War scene was worse than that. When they had a chance to let T'Challa shine in his own country, that instead gave the honor to Thor. You know a little bit. That's fair. A little bit. Do you know that the heart-shaped herb is poisonous to anyone outside of the royal family? No, only from the movie. And that's what's wrong. Not what's wrong with you, but what's wrong with what they gave you. You have a false perception of the role of T'Challa because you didn't know about it prior to, and that's okay. They didn't give you the accuracy of it in the movie. You may or may not have felt compelled to go learn about the character after the movie. But what I can say to you is the movie did you a huge disservice as someone that was going to learn about his character. I would say this movie did as much disservice, if not more so, to the character, a la Justice League did to this whole damn, not Justice League, but Batman versus Superman. Yeah, that. Anyway, don't. I try not to get on people like that. T'Challa has been the Black Panther since '66. Come on, Mr. Johnson. 4 years younger than Peter Parker. Parker is not going anywhere. Wakanda in Infinity War should have had better defenses like in the comics. It's one of those things where, and this is what I say, Super Kill, because you rocking with me. First of all, I appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate it. In the comics, you have to be of the royal bloodline to consume the heart-shaped herb without dying. We didn't get that in the movie. Eric Killmonger is not T'Challa's cousin. There is no such character as N'Jobu. T'Chaka's brother is named Sion. I don't know where the voodoo idol from Major League came from, but I think that was an Easter egg to them saying F us. That's what I think. Be real with derail. If they are willing to be open to recast Shuri because of her injuries and other complications with the back situation, then why can't they bring in the King T'Challa recast? Exactly. But yeah, so Super Kill, so you got that going on. Now T'Challa is a direct descendant of Bashinga. Now, prior to the comic book Black Panther 1 million BC, Bashinga was it. Then they said, okay, well, there was an Avengers 1 million BC. And so there's a Black Panther 1 million BC. But to consume, and Eric Killmonger in the comics did try and consume the heart-shaped herb, and his dumb ass almost died if it wasn't for T'Challa saving it. This dude was going into cardiac arrest. You can't take this. They knew the source material, or at least Nate Moore tells you he knows the source material. Ryan Coogler tells you they know the source material, but you didn't get that. They also dumbed down the dude. You and I both know we've seen Cap stop Bucky from killing people on numerous occasions without killing Bucky. T'Chaka, when faced with the same situation, superhuman cat-like reflexes. Is there someone after T'Challa? Yes, that's a great question. There are, watch this. We already mentioned Killmonger, who tried to take the heart-shaped herb. T'Challa saved him, thus allowing him to become the Black Panther for a short period of time. The next Black Panther was Casper Cole, David Casper Cole. Parents are biracial. Mother's Jewish, dad is Black. Actually, he's a cop too, as well. David Casper Cole is a detective on the New York police force. He also has a pregnant fiance. Don't know when she's dropping, but he has a pregnant fiance. So David Casper Cole was number 2 after T'Challa. Shuri was number 3. There have been no Black Panthers after Shuri except for T'Challa. And while Shuri was the Black Panther, so was T'Challa. The only time we've only had one Black Panther watching over Wakanda is when it's been T'Challa. If we've had 2, it's been T'Challa and Shuri. Right now, Shuri is not the Black Panther. She's since transcended to a higher form. She's a griot. Nobody, well, I don't know why Ryan don't know that. I don't know why Nate don't know that. As a matter of fact, the storyline in which Shuri becomes the Black Panther, y'all say it with me now, it's the damn Doom War storyline. That's a lot of Black Panthers between BC, Black Panther, and Machine. Hell yeah, come on, D. And we got to name them because Marvel ain't doing it. Fan fiction. And M'Baku might be the next Black Panther, which wouldn't make any sense at all. None. Because now M'Baku, and I think you alluded to it. M'Baku, who has his own separate God, is getting ready to convert over to pantheism. Glory to Unaman. The only books that didn't center around T'Challa was the 5-issue Azuri, the Wise run, and Shuri's 12-issue run, which low-key centered around the T'Challa. Exactly. But none of this made it to the movies. And if you're a casual fan, you didn't get this, and you deserve more than this. Now, it's up to you as to whether or not you go get it, because clearly Marvel has no intentions on giving it to you. But then the question needs to be asked. If this character is not valuable on screen, why is this character valuable in the comic book still? Why is this character still valuable enough for you to put him in the video game? Because you put him in the video game well after you decided to kill him. Our children, our sons, who think that Chadwick Boseman and T'Challa are one and the same, they actually have a Disney show on Disney Kids called Spidey and His Amazing Friends. Do you know who's in the first and last episode? T'Challa. You want to talk about confusing for our sons who are sitting up here dying about the actor, which is fine. Dying over the actor is fine. Dying over the character, that's a hot lie and needs to be addressed because Marvel's still making money off of it. How do you think people will react to the recast? That's a fair question, D. And I'm going to say, Super Kid, that's a fair question. Watch this. If T'Challa was treated like Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, Peter Parker, Diana Prince, Barry Allen, he wouldn't get treated no different. See, when you ask me a question like that, and it's a fair question, but it's a question that makes me say to myself, what would the temperature in the room be like if Kevin Feige would have came out on stage December 10th and said, the portrayal in and of itself was iconic. Understanding the actor's desires to be known first as an actor and having spoken to his family, out of respect to Chadwick Boseman, the actor, the man who was the first to bring us the role of T'Challa, and we will never ever forget him. We will be recasting his role. What do you think the temperature would be? Because right now, his family wants the character recast. Now, this is the thing. They rebooted those movies when they recast the character. No, they didn't. They didn't. Batman, Michael Keaton, the first one. Batman, the second movie, Michael Keaton. Batman, Val Kilmer. Batman, George Clooney. Those all exist in the same universe. The same universe. The same universe. Nobody had a problem. Watch this. Brandon Routh and Henry Cavill. No, my bad. I don't want to say that. That's wrong. I want to be accurate. I don't want to be right. Brandon Routh is the same Superman as Christopher Reeves. That's the same universe. That's the same Batman. That's not a reboot. Henry Cavill's is a reboot. But Christopher Reeves and Brandon Routh, that's the same Superman. Tragic event. Horseback riding accident. Paralyzed him. Recast. See, when we talk about the role, like I said, you've asked me some great questions. You have, and I love that. I don't mind answering questions. I just when I ask questions, I need that same energy. But you haven't been given the true story of T'Challa. Now watch this. With you not knowing the true story of T'Challa, you don't even care about T'Challa like you care about the other characters. I'm not faulting you for it, but you don't hold T'Challa in the same reverence as you hold Bruce Wayne, or this would not be the question. And the reason why you don't hold T'Challa in such esteem, in such reverence, is because no one ever put it on you like that. Nobody ever put it in front of you like that. You never felt compelled, like, hey man, let me go pick up a book. You don't know about the movie was it. The sad thing about it was the movie should have been a launching pad. And had you not got, now watch this, Super Kid. It's a lot of people that you see on this thing, 13 of us. The movie that we got was stereotypical of what we get right here in America. We didn't need to see that in Black Panther. That's not Wakanda's story, but you not gonna know that. You would watch the movie thinking that a king would kill his brother just like that, not knowing that in the comics, the king was killed by Claw and his brother took over the mantle in the comics. That's why I said, you mean how many Black Panthers have there been prior to T'Challa? Quite a few. Quite a few. Uncle Sion was the last Black Panther before T'Challa. It's been T'Challa, Eric Killmonger, Casper Cole, and Shuri. After that, T'Challa. Where you at? Not enough screen time. They always change the story. Watch this. Yeah, they do change the story. But you know what story they really ain't telling? In the origin story, comic book wise, played out in the movies, that rocket ship from Krypton brought that baby from Krypton to Earth. The parents from Krypton still died. That rocket ship still landed in Kansas, and he was still discovered by them two parents. Okay, go. Okay. This other story. That child is still walking down the alleyway with his two parents. Watch this. That child actually made it in Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, because that was Bruce Wayne and his two parents at the end of that movie. Anyway, I don't want to do that. Anyway, regardless of whatever Bruce Batman movie you looking at, based on the comics, the beginning point of that story is him, his parents being in the alleyway, some dude saying, give me your pearls. The husband stepping in front saying, no, we ain't got to do that. The dude shooting the husband, shooting the wife, and running away from the son. That's how that story always starts. That's not, regardless of what we looking at, cartoon, comic book, movie, television show, hell, we saw that story play out like that in Gotham, and that was Commissioner Gore's story. That story always gonna play out like that. Why in the hell did we get a whole damn different origin story for T'Challa? We even got Steve Rogers' story right. We got the Fantastic Four story right. The first one, the first set of movies, not that foolishness that they gave us with Michael B. Jordan. I don't want to acknowledge that, but them first two movies, they got the origin story right. We're not talking about Galactus. Don't bring him up. We're not talking about Galactus, but they got that right. They got that right. So how is it that two black men that call themselves to be comic book fans, the most prized black IP in Marvel Comics, you screw this up? I ain't saying, I'm just saying. They keep the origin the same. Yes. How did you? For this character, though, we want to do something completely different. Why? Why? His origin story wasn't compelling enough? Just give me that BPFL team up, Storm, Mare, some scroll action, Illuminati. Yes! D, come on, D. That's all we want. We don't want them to overcook the grits. They ain't got to. Hey, man, just go ahead and break us off with a piece of that Kit Kat bar. That's all. You ain't all this other stuff you trying to do. Peter Parker always gets hit by a spider. Yeah. Say it again, D. In every origin story. Watch this. Super Kill, I don't know how old you are, but Mr. Ray Smith, we remember this. It was a Spider-Man story on CBS back in the 70s. This is around about the time they had the whole Lou Ferrigno whole thing. That Spider-Man got bit by a damn radioactive spider. In every damn story, he get bit by a damn radioactive spider. Like, what the? It don't matter who's playing that character. I don't give a damn what the production company is. He always getting bit by a damn spider. Why did they feel compelled to change? Hold on, watch this. Super Kill. Do you not know that Baron Zemo is not the dude that killed T'Chaka? Because if you watch Black Panther and you're a critical thinking person, you should be asking yourself, why was he more mad at the dude that stole from Wakanda than the dude that killed his daddy? That don't make no sense. It don't. Let's see. Tell him TOP gets hit by they lying. That's my question. You do need the FF to truly tell this story. Like, now I can't watch this, Super Kill. You'll like this one. Do you not know that T'Challa and Reed Richards are best friends? They brothers from another. Do you know that's his dude? They right-hand dogs. That's his boy. Ryan Coogler, Nate Morton told you that Bucky Barnes is the White Wolf. No, Super Kill. T'Challa got a brother, half-brother, named Hunter. He is white. But Hunter would kill you by the damn throne if you look at T'Challa twice the wrong way. Matter of fact, no, you ain't even got to look at T'Challa twice the wrong way. If you look at T'Challa the wrong way, Hunter, his white brother, is going to do you in. And who did we get for the White Wolf in the MCU? Oh, nice ass Bucky. Now, Super Kill, when you say reboot in that fashion, now I'm not being smart ass or nothing like that. That is the first time I've heard somebody say reboot and use it in its proper context. Absolutely. Because this ain't it. And it's not fair. Because when you come to, if me and you don't agree to just chop it up and everything and just say, hey man, let's talk, let's have some conversation and everything like that. If I'm stuck in my ways and you stuck in your ways, you would never learn about T'Challa. And there's so much rich history there. There is. And you never got it. Bro, they had y'all on some whole Civil War type stuff in Wakanda. Bro, Wakanda ain't got like that. Like this dude literally showed you where a wife was willing to sell out her husband for Wakanda. It ain't like that. Also, Okoye don't have a damn husband. Who the hell is Wakabi? Exactly. And Super Kill, I'm gonna say this to you. Everybody that's here, we comic book fans. And we don't give a damn about all. We want that good story, we want that source material, we want that origin story told right. Don't come messing with it. Like me and mine, when they made what's the boy name? I don't want to say his name wrong. When they made Wally West black, I was like, why? I ain't asked for that. I really wanted Barry Allen black. I'm gonna say I really wanted Barry Allen back. Like you really could have brought Barry Allen back. I didn't ask for Wally West to be black. Same thing when they made Johnny Storm black, made him Michael B. Jordan. I didn't ask for that. I ain't want that. Matter of fact, low key, watch this. I don't even consider that a Fantastic Four movie. He ain't married to the daughter. See, I ain't the smartest man in the room. Yeah, he ain't married to the door. Yeah, what did we need that in there for? And watch this. We literally got, which we did not need. Wakabi sold out his best friend for what reason? If you look at the deleted scenes, Okoye even tell him, you knew He broke that dude out. You knew he took Claw from us. Why did you still want to kill? Why did you still sell out your best friend? This dumbass ain't have no answer. He just said, I don't care. Ryan, you wrote that. So that's how you see it as black men. It's easy for us to turn on each other. So many negative stereotypes in that movie. I was just like, man, bruh. But when we watch the movie, those of us that know the character, we can't spoil it for everybody else. We taking our wives, we taking our kids, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. We want them to enjoy the movie. So we sit up there, we watch it, we sit up like this. Then, people ask, did you like the movie? You ain't like the movie as much as you a comic book fan, but I can't really explain why I didn't like the movie as a comic book fan to somebody that, may or may not be interested in comics. I felt the movie was pushing a political narrative, and which is not T'Challa's story. This is the story that you should have got, Super Kill. And fellas, ladies, y'all chime in. Tell me when I'm wrong. The story that you should have got. If we introduce Claw in Age of Ultron, the Vibranium, we've established his backstory as someone who's stealing Vibranium. In Civil War, because we need to know Nate Moore has a hard-on for Daniel Bruhl, which is why Daniel Bruhl is getting a lot of time. In Civil War, if we do this the right way, the guy that plays Claw is in Civil War. We can say he's working alongside Zemo if we want to throw that plot line in there. But if we're doing this the right way, Claw is responsible for T'Challa's brother dying. Thus, when we spin this movie forward to Black Panther, now we have a justifiable reason for why T'Challa is so angry at Claw. Now, this whole thing, we could have spent this whole thing where him and Eric were teaming up, Eric feeling some type of way about, working for Claw, because Claw did low-key have something to do with Eric's parents being dead too. So we could have this whole thing where Eric is feeling betrayed, explain him killing Claw, explain him wanting to get back at Wakanda. But this introducing this whole point that we want to do this whole Malcolm X Martin Luther King thing. So we're gonna make T'Challa our de facto Martin Luther King. We're gonna make Ndjaka Killmonger our de facto Malcolm X. Now, when people like Super Kill come in and they watching the movie, if we notice what they're doing, he picking up on these vibes. He might not even like this movie just based on that, but we know that ain't what this movie is supposed to be about. It makes it worse because now you have brothers and sisters that look at T'Challa as being weak. So they don't want the character recast because to them, he's soft. So they can't even relate to the character. They want to go to the dude that's a thug, a goon, the dude that and that's Eric Killmonger. And Ryan Coogler said that's the character he relates to more. Well, okay, Ryan, that's fine. Write your own damn superhero movie. Do your thing. Don't do that with this. This ain't your IP. These not your characters. That's why they changed it. Great segue into the Masters of Evil. That BP War for Wakanda Dick had a pretty good interpretation of Claw. Yeah. Claw and Zemo have both been Masters of Evil in the comics. See what happens when you read Nate Moore Ryan. Exactly. There were so many ways, and actually, like I said, even with where they are right now, the Doom War storyline, it doesn't have to be. They say they want to introduce Namor. Namor is in the Doom War storyline. He actually invites T'Challa to a meetup because he want to talk about some stuff. Well, we just alluded to there being some rumblings under Wakanda in Atlantis. We just alluded to this in Endgame. Okay, let's pay it forward. Let's say the city of Atlantis is risen. Namor understands that T'Challa is the king of Wakanda, and he want to holler at him and say, hey, man, let's see about uniting our kingdom. T'Challa like, hey, man, I don't get down like that. I'm about Wakanda. The Namor said, hey, I had a feeling you was going to do that because I've been reading on you and everything like that, and he attack it. That's Doom War. The ship come back to Wakanda. is heavily damaged. He jacked up. He getting off the plane like this, like this, because that's how he would be, because he got blowed up in the face by Doom. That's how he would be. Put him in cryogenic stasis. We don't have Storm to go get her boo thing from being dead and everything like that. That's fine. You got Nakia in the mix. Use Nakia to play Storm's role in going to the Nether Realms to get T'Challa back. While that's going on, they look at Nakia. Hell, it works. You say she's used to be a part of the Dora Milaje and everything like that. And, I can't remember the girl name that played Nakia, but she looked like she could do some things. But anyway, what's going on, Miss Garrett? What's going on, Miss Garrett? Have ever say, hey, had him want Nakia to undertake the Black Panther rituals, and she say, no, I'm not the person for it. The person who has been trained for it her whole life is Shuri. Shuri undergoes the Black Panther rituals, just like she did in the comic book. This Shuri in the movies is no different, ego-wise, than the Shuri in the comics. So have Bass tell her, hey, you're not getting the Black Panther powers. Go make it do what it do. That's the storyline. So you have Shuri take on Namor without the Black Panther's abilities, but she's got her tech. While she's doing that, Nakia brings T'Challa back. She brings him back. Nick Fury. We already said everybody named mom in this damn movie. Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson say, hey, I understand. Y'all going up against Atlantis. They have some heavy artillery. But they did this in Captain America, the Winter Soldier. They introduced 3 new damn helicarriers. Hell, they introduced another damn helicarrier in Age of Ultron. It ain't that hard. It's in Avengers 45. Introduced the helicarrier called the Bozeman. Introduced the Wakandan helicarrier called the Bozeman to go fight for Wakanda against Atlantis. There would not be a dry tear in the house. There wouldn't be any dry eyes in the house. None. And if they don't want to do that, Sinclair the Wolf touched on it. They need to do a damn Chadwick Boseman biopic. The House of Mouse doing all these damn movies. Y'all say y'all love this dude, and y'all ain't talked one time about doing no damn movie in his honor. Imagine the actor that they cast to play the adult Chadwick Boseman showing up playing the role of T'Challa. Lupita Nyong'o. I want to see a Dark Reign storyline with the Cabal and all that. Yes, bro, all that, and the fans would love it. I think what Marvel has forgotten is what got these fans to fall in love. The casual fans to fall in love with these movies in the first place was the love that the comic book fans were showing this movie. For the most part, when it came to the first Avengers movie, the only issue we looked at, we was like, okay, that ain't Hank Pym and that ain't the Wasp, but I get it. You got Hawkeye and Black Widow in there. Okay, I see that. I see how you did that. Okay, cool. We're gonna make it. Loki was the original villain in the very first Avengers comic. They didn't deviate too much from the storyline. They gave us Loki as the very first villain. And what was that Loki doing in the very first Avengers comic? Being manipulative and deceptive and trying to turn them against one another. What did they do in the first Avengers movie? Have Loki being deceptive and manipulative and trying to turn them against one another. I was also a fan of the X-Men. Yeah, bro. Man. Super Kill, man, you need, man, listen. I'm going to say this. Subscribe to my man D-Real. Be Real with D-Real, because edutainment is his thing. And he, bro, the reason why I say, because I can't say I would necessarily get to it, but that's his forte. Have you hit you up with some of that knowledge, X-Men cartoons from the 90s, as well as stories about Chris Claremont. John Byrne, the writers and creators. Well, not right. I don't want to say creators, but the writers and yeah, because Chris Claremont and John Byrne did create some of the X-Men, not the classic five, but man, come on, man. Boy, look here. That edutainment is my thing. So if you feeling if you digging what I'm shoving, put something in my bucket. I got you, D. Namor joining the Cabal was part of his downfall. He ended up teaming with Thanos. Yeah, got his ass whooped by Thanos. So yeah, man. So I get it, and I think all of us get it at this point in time, which is why we're so passionate about the character. What they gave y'all in the first movie was just such BS, and for them to, I can't lie. It's one thing to tell me that you're doing this out of respect. Because it's hard to argue with somebody when they say they're doing something out of respect. It is. Everybody has their own different way of respecting somebody. And I get that. I understand that all day. But when you say it was a matter of minutes, you never considered recasting. And that to you, T'Challa and Chadwick Boseman are one and the same, then that tells me you never gave a damn about the character. This was a money grab. You went in front of the cameras and you said everything that looked nice, sounded nice, to get people to jump behind this project, because you understand as a black man, you need more than black people to get behind this movie. And so you put that movie out there. We all, jacked up, ready to go and everything like that, but we all know that movie didn't have the amount of money behind it that it should have been. We know the actors and actresses didn't get paid that much money. When people complain about the CGI, we know why. Because the movie didn't have that big of a budget. But it did what it's supposed to do. It did better than its expectations, actually. And that was in spite of it not being what it should have been. Now imagine if only it could have been what it could. Imagine if it would have been what it should have been. I think Marvel can respect Chadwick by creating an original character based off him in Marvel Comics. That's another. We've seen it. We've seen it, D. We've seen it. It's not so much as I don't want to say an original character per se, but John Diggle. This character that wasn't in the comics. This is just on Arrow. Hell, this character exists in comics now. It's so many ways they could have made it. Bro, do you not know if we created a character and D Steezel, bro, you hit that one right on the park. Because watch this. We put him in the comic books. We'll never lose Chadwick. It was still a decent movie, as I remember. And that's it. Super Kill. Nobody's saying it wasn't a decent movie. You're right. Decent. You've been hitting the verbiage you've been spitting tonight. You ain't been wrong. You're right. It was a decent movie, but it could have been great. It could have been great. I watched, what is it? Red Ticket, that movie that's on Netflix right now. That's a decent movie. With The Rock, was it Gil Gadot and Gil Gadot and Ryan? Yeah, that man, look here. So it's hard. This movie, it wasn't fair, and this movie hasn't been Red Notice. Listen, it's a decent movie. Like I ain't watched that movie for no great acting. I watched that movie to just look at the plot. And whoever wrote the plot, great writer. Wrote the plot, great writer. That cliffhanger at the end, yeah, anybody should have seen that coming a mile away, but the fact that he led you to believe that Ryan didn't catch it, yeah, that was great. But there's been so much misdirection around this movie, unlike anything I've ever seen with any other movie. I was in the Marine Corps. We had drill the night that The Flash premiered on CBS. We had a battalion. It was a battalion formation. Memphis, Millington, Tennessee. We had a battalion formation. And I'm standing there at the position of attention trying to kick my neck over to the side because I know The Flash is coming on at 8 o'clock, very first episode, and I can't miss it. I can't miss it. And they got the story right. Like, that's where I be at least get the story right. But listen, man, we've been on here for a minute 44. I definitely didn't mean for it to take that long and everything like that. I really was trying to keep it to the schedule. I want to, I want to get this show as much as possible when we do lives on a certain schedule, because I understand that we have things to do. I promise next time, Super Kill, it's your fault. I want to do the live where we wrap it up in about an hour. Kind of like we stay on topic for a few things for about like maybe 10, 15 minutes, just depending on the severity of the it was, just the severity of the topics and everything like that. But that way we keep everybody engaged and everything like that. And I want to thank y'all, man. Y'all are enabling me to live my dream with my wife. I want to keep growing. Hopefully I can get my own television station one day. Folgers. Y'all know I be rocking with y'all, man, and I still ain't got this commercial yet, this commercial deal with y'all where I do the coffee with y'all and international flavors. Like, man, come on, man, help thing out. Level out. I'm into these movies. I need to catch up on the source material though. Hey, so Super Kill, real quick. If you're trying to check out the source material, but you're busy, not trying to go to the comic book store and everything like that, Comics Explained. I already told you about my man D-Real. But Comics Explained, comic book historian. Who else? Hold on, because I want to make sure I tell you all these people that you can rock with, where you can actually go to their YouTube channels and they actually give you the comic book information from specific comic book arts and everything like that. Be a great way to get yourself caught up and everything like that. It's a wealth of knowledge. Yeah, Comics Explained, comic historian. Who else? Trey Michael is another great person. Gab's Hip Hop Comic Book Shop is another one. You can go to. Let's see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through my list because there's quite a few YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to in regards to just comic books and everything like that. And what I'm doing is when you leave a comment at and everything like that, I'm just gonna give you the names to them, and you can pull them up and everything like that. I might even put the links in there. You'll be able to click and just go straight to them, man. It's a wealth of knowledge on there, bro. It is a wealth, bro. It'll get to a point, Super Kill, where you'll be like, oh my God, like, damn, that is so far different. Like, it's so many great storylines. Also, getting into comic books and everything like that. Hasbro Pulse. Y'all be like, damn, Theo, why you plugging all these people? Because if you know me, grow me, sharing is caring. And if y'all, I'm not telling y'all them for them. I'm telling y'all about them for y'all. The action figures and everything like that. Hasbro Pulse. If you're trying to get in, collect the action figures, whether it be Marvel, whether it be Transformers, or whether it be some Star Wars type of stuff, hit up Disney Plus. Get your monthly subscription. It's for the free, and you'll be notified when these action figures come out. And if you're somebody who has ever thought about collecting action figures, best advice that I can give you, it's cheaper to get them when they first come out as opposed to when you're thinking about getting them later on. I ain't saying I'm just saying. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I do. Y'all check out D-Real tomorrow. What we got going on, Mr. Bob? I'm sub with these two YouTubers. Great information, but I don't think Comics Explained is in support of a recast title despite being a hardcore comic book reader. Watch this. I can't say you're wrong. I just use them for the resource. Like, I'm gonna go get this knowledge from you. If I need to go, do some stuff, brush up on some stuff. That's it. But my friend Dwayne, and this is where I'm at with the whole recast the child thing. Is we had conversations about the civil rights movement, and I would always be under the impression that it was most of us or all of us being united in regards to the civil rights movement. And it wasn't. It was enough of us. And that is the prevailing mindset that we need to have. I'm not looking for everybody to be on the recast T'Challa thing. I'm not. I'm just looking for enough of us. And if we got enough of us, we can get T'Challa recast. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace. Listen, I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. D-Real, I'm going to be on your live tomorrow. I'm going to check out your live and everything like that. Trey Michael, we still got stuff to do. Gabbo, Sinclair the Wolf and everything like that. Y'all know we got stuff to do. If it's not too much, we can link up this weekend. But if we too busy, we too busy. But that's all cool. I got nothing but love and respect for all y'all. And as I say, if you know me from sharing, just because we disagree on one topic, don't mean we still can't get along. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't saying